Hello and welcome to a Helms Deep Reborn how-to. The first thing that I won't be doing is deploying the frag rounds, as I see a lot of newcomers to the map do. As you just saw, I just threw one of them out of the door to prevent people from getting to them to do this. You really don't need them at the start by the wall, and they're more useful later in the map. Now you're seeing me move the defibs to the door. This just makes them easily accessible whether you're in the hallway or in the armory. Next bit of preparation is to move some guns by the door so that you can access those in the same way.
Grenade launcher here.
It's also possible to move the guns from the shelf, as you're seeing me do now. The basic way to do this is to pick up either the M60 or the grenade launcher, swap it with the gun you want, swap that gun with the grenade launcher or M60 by the door, and then keep changing between the M60 and the grenade launcher before you can get them to the door. You can do this for as many guns as you require. It's also beneficial if you leave the Molotovs and pipe bombs here. You will see why later in the map. Once you're ready to begin, go to the door to start your mission. You'll see I threw the Molotov down on the wall. This is a known glitch in the map. You'll see why it's useful shortly. Nation Kid and I are now running out into the field to grab 2 available gas cans. You easily have enough time to reach them as long as you go immediately. These are useful for defending the wall a little later. Just throw them behind the wall here. Once you're back at the wall, you want to set yourselves up on the right hand side of the map. This way, with the NPCs, you have 7 guns shooting at everything. This makes tanks very easy. Once you've started, you should not run off to the left hand side of the map. There are numerous items over there, but they are not required. Pipe bombs especially cause a problem. This is mainly down to it's based on the passing map, whereby when you throw a pipe bomb, it stops the NPCs from shooting. This is so that they do not steal kills from the pipe bomb. There are a few examples here of how you can be swarmed by zombies since you have lost all the protection from the NPCs. Another reason that you should not go to the left hand side of the map is that you're simply more vulnerable. Take these 2 smokers managing to get hold of 2 other players. I may have been able to take them out with the sniper this time, but what if I had had a shotgun or an AK-47? This would have been a lot more difficult. You also get more smashed around by tanks in a tight space. Or, if you're really unlucky, as in this next clip, this can happen. Next, you should never go in front of the wall once you've got back from the gas cans. It's basically the easiest way to get yourself killed, as Coach demonstrates for us. It's also very difficult to rescue people from this situation, but not impossible. There are always 2 boomer bile jars where I just pick one up from. Boomer bile is gold dust in Left 4 Dead 2 itself, as it gives you 15 seconds where the zombies will just go for the bile area and not for you, unless you're puked on by a boomer. By throwing it out into the field as far away from the person who needs rescuing as possible, you will not be bothered by any zombies while you go to rescue them. You still must be on the alert for the special infected, however. Once you reach 4 minutes, the wall will breach and the ammo pile on top of the wall will disappear, so you should try and grab ammo before that happens. Now remember that Molotov that we threw down at the very beginning on the wall. If you have it placed correctly, it will fall into the breach when it happens. This way, you don't have to have been prepared and put a gas can in the breach or throw the Molotov yourself. Once you're at this stage, you have a few options. My preferred option is to have 2 people up on the wall still with the NPCs, with the purpose of sniping the special infected, while 2 people remain down, protecting the breach of the wall, One person needs to deal with the fire, as this will simply burn up all the common infected, and the second person is to cover them, usually with the mounted gun. It is possible to have all people on the wall or all people behind it, but I usually find this gets messy and lacks a little bit of balance. If you're going to stay on top of the wall once it's breached, be very careful for this and don't stand on the edge. Just like that, you're pulled down, mobbed by zombies, and it's not going to be easy for anyone to rescue you. If you're playing with bots, as we are here, they'll certainly try, but as you can see, they're likely to fail. So I just about survived here, but look at the health bars in comparison to before I got pulled down. It's all completely needless, and put unnecessary pressure on the team. Once you reach 7 minutes, the NPCs in the second ammo pile will disappear, and you'll see a message telling you to fall back. Don't try and resist this, there's no need to. You just need to get yourself to the top of the staircase and set yourself up to try and hold this position. Do not go down the tunnel. This is something that a lot of new people try and do, and it gets them kicked from the game. You need to hold this position for as long as you can, as it makes the next section a lot easier for you. In this footage, you'll see how a lack of organisation, not helped by playing with bots, means that it gets very messy very quickly, and we're forced to retreat a lot earlier than we would like. This is what can easily happen if you don't set out your defence quickly and stick with it for as long as you possibly can. The most effective way to cover this staircase is to have one dedicated person on the staircase to defend it, and the other three standing essentially above them on the ledges. Smokers are not able to actually pull you down from some of these areas, but the place where I am standing they can. The three of you are in a good position to then defend both the rocks to the right and the staircase below. If you keep an eye on all the bullet trails, you'll see how we're covering this area.
Over there.
As you can see, this has been a much more successful defense of the staircase. Once you get to this stage where the 3 tanks make it to the top of the staircase, that's usually a good time to retreat, as you're probably low on ammo anyway, and you're not particularly likely to take them out. Surviving to 9 or 10 minutes is usually fine, anything over is a bonus. An issue you probably will come across is what should you do if one or more other players have died on the way to the staircase. You should hold out as long as you can on the staircase still, but don't take any risks, fall back when you need to. Grab any stuff from that initial shelf you want, and take this route round, there's a defib there. Head up to the front of the wall, and you'll see a lever. Hold the action button, and you'll begin teleporting the dead players. You can then use the defib on these players to bring them back into the game. Once you've revived anyone that needs it, best practice is to grab the fireworks and gas can here and throw them so that they're behind the gate. I see a lot of people try and throw these from the top here. They often then just fall off the causeway and are of no use to you. You can simply throw them through the gate instead. Once you've done this, grab the laser sight should you need it, and then position yourself to start throwing Molotovs. It's actually possible for one person to handle all of the Molotovs from either side of the map and get back to the gate in time. If you need a little extra time or a bit of a cushion, then just grab one from above the gate.
Molotov coming! Grabbing fire in a bottle, baby.
Make sure you space out when you throw the Molotovs. You need them to last as long as possible. And I often see them wasted where people throw multiple at once, or just keep spamming them.
What? Ah, gross. Fire!